welcome to the Good Witch Podcast. We are here to talk about the latest episode, the premiere of season 6 of the Good Witch, and we are really excited to talk about it. We had our premiere episode, we did our preview show, and we had our interview with Kylie Evans, who plays Stephanie, this last weekend, which was really fun, and hope you all get to listen to that. And so I am film critic Rachel Wagner. I'm here. We're going to be here all season, be talking about Good Witch, and I am joined by my very good friend Georgia is here.
Hi.
Yes, and Amy's here.
Hello.
Yes. So, all right, let's just dive in, talk about that. A lot going on in this premiere. But Georgia, what was your overall thoughts about this premiere?
I mean, yeah, no, I liked it. I thought that the mystery was good. I love Abigail and Donovan. Honestly, I thought I wasn't going to, but I like that there's the drama. I missed Grace, but of course I did. And I thought that it was a good start. I don't know about this new girl. I'm not sure if we're supposed to like her. I'm sure we're supposed to like her, but I feel like at first you're not supposed to, so it's kind of working because she's kind of getting on my nerves, but like in the right way. And yeah, it makes me excited for the rest of the season, so that's good.
Well, that's what premiere's supposed to do.
Exactly.
What about you, Amy? What do you think?
I agree with you, Georgia. I was really liking it, and actually I didn't really miss Grace that much. Like, they addressed her and then moved on, and I didn't even really notice until after the fact. My mom was like, "Oh, that was kind of weird. Grace wasn't in it." And I was like, "Oh yeah." But I really liked it. I'm very curious to see if we are supposed to like the new girl or not. I want to know what her mystery is all about, and I feel like there was a lot of story in this that I hope will continue throughout the whole season.
Yeah, I agree with you. I didn't really miss Grace that much because, to be perfectly frank, I don't think they've really used Grace all that well the last few seasons. We've talked about it, that we feel like she's always kind of in the wrong. She was always made to look kind of be the one to make all the mistakes, and not that you don't want them to have flawed characters, but I don't know, I don't think we really loved the way they used Grace. So I don't know if I really will miss it as much as you think, even though I love Bailey. Mm-hmm. But it'll be interesting to see once Nick is gone if we miss her more, I think. Yeah. Since he briefly appeared in this.
I think that episode. It made a difference to me with Sam and Cassie not having Grace and not having really, I mean, I know Nick was there, but he's not like super a part of the story. I think they have to figure out how to make Sam and Cassie in a good way, make them more interesting, because there just isn't really any drama with the two of them.
Yeah, I think that is a problem that they're going to have to figure out, because they can't always have the question of what anniversary gift is he going to get her. You can have that in the premiere, but they definitely will have to figure out some kind of conflict, because it's easy to create stories for Cassie because she can just be a matchmaker, and that's fun. I think it's harder to create a story for Sam, and with an actor like James Denton, you kind of need to have something for him to do. He's not, he's like a named act, like he's a well-known actor. You can't just give him nothing. And so I don't know what they're going to do to make his character grow and be interesting.
Well, I would like to see more of him, because now we have Adam in the hospital as well, the two of them both in the hospital, so we could really do more medical-ish storylines, which I would like to see more about. His profession would be nice.
Yeah, that could be interesting, because for a long time they had him in the clinic, but now they kind of moved over to the hospital.
And they do a really good job.
Yeah, you could even have him do more of those outreach things, like Doctors Without Borders and stuff like that he did last season. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
To see what went from there. Yeah. So Cassie gets Sam quite the amazing anniversary gift. The handwritten lyrics to Maybe I'm Amazed from Paul McCartney. It's pretty exciting. And so that puts the pressure on. He's got to find a really good gift. Georgie, you weren't a fan of this?
How much money must she have spent to get the original handwritten autographed lyrics from Paul McCartney. My goodness, Good Witch. How much money is she making at her shop?
Yeah.
I mean,
None.
I know she has.
Well, she has like a lot of different forms of income, though. She's got Grey House. He's a doctor. They're now married.
Pay for it though. This was supposed to have come from. I mean, that's like, it's outrageous. And I thought it was a funny choice just for her anyway, because it's sort of an odd thing for her to do. I thought, but my gosh, the amount of money that you would have to spend to get that. I was just like, that's incredible. I don't know where that was supposed to have come from. That's insane to me.
Yeah, I wonder how much it really would be. I have no idea.
Oh my gosh.
The Beatles, that just sounds expensive. Anything that was.
I know.
you try to get like an original poster from the 60s and it's like $1,000. I mean, for handwritten original signed lyrics, that's going to be, oh my gosh.
I mean, this would have been post Beatles, but still, Paul McCartney is still, I mean, pretty. Maybe he just wrote tons of lyrics though, and he has them all out there, and you can, who knows?
They said the original handwritten lyrics, and I'm like, that's wow. Okay.
It did sort of feel like it didn't really feel like much of a Cassie gift, but it did feel like it in the sense that it was like really personal and really thoughtful. So that it did.
Yeah,
but
it was pushing it a little bit for me. I got a good laugh out of it.
Yeah. I don't know what. Amy, what do you think Sam could have gotten in return for this amazing gift?
I think the bracelet was fine. Like, I think that would have been great. Like, I don't know if that's a girl thing, but like, it's jewelry. Like, like he didn't get her a little friendship bracelet or anything. Like, that was a nice piece of jewelry. So why? I don't understand why he thought that wasn't good enough.
Yeah, and it was like a thoughtful piece of jewelry. Like, it looked like he'd taken some time to pick it out and everything like that. But he was obviously very concerned. And so then you have Martha coming in, and she is going to be buying the historic home of Roderick Davenport. And one can only assume that she was wanting to do this so that she can officially be in Middleton again.
Mm-hmm.
So that problem is done away with. And she goes and tells Abigail first, and Abigail refuses to sell her any flowers because she is buying this home, which is the beginning of the curse between when Patience ran off with and left Roderick, and that's when the curse came. And so and so she wants to buy this house, and there's a last minute bidder who's also interested in the house, and then you also have the dynamic of this woman named Joy who wants to help her renovate the house. I don't know, what did you think about Martha wanting to buy this house? What did you think, Amy?
It's a nice house. I don't know. I didn't really have. It just seemed like a Martha thing to do. She's like, I want the big fancy house because I'm the big fancy mayor. I don't know. That's not. I don't know where that came from, but like it just seemed like a Martha. She's like, this is a big, beautiful house, and it's the mayor's mansion, and I would like it. And that's yeah.
Do you think? So we've got a couple different parts of the curse sort of floating around here. We've got the house that they lived in. We have the heart of Middleton, both emerald and ruby, that were hidden away, and we have this woman Joy that's like investigating the curse and everything. I don't know, Joy. I mean, I almost called you Joy. Georgia, what do you think about the curse? We also have the fortune cookies.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was the most, I think it was supposed to be, but I thought it was the most interesting part of the episode. I liked that everything was seemingly connected. So you have, Martha going to Abigail, which is always hilarious to me when they're hanging out. I still wish that Martha had to stay at Abigail's again, because that was like a hilarious, missed opportunity. But anyway, I like that it's all connected to the Davenport stuff, and I hate Dottie still, which is good. You're supposed to.
Yeah.
And that Joy, I don't know what her deal is. I don't know what she's after. I do like that Abigail is giving her a hard time because somebody has to. I know Cassie's going to be really nice and welcoming and everything, but she's being all pushy and everything. And I'm like, well, what? Like, you can just ask them questions. Why are you here? And it's, I'm going to like trick Martha into buying the house, even though I know Martha wants it. But I don't like when people are devious and they lie about things. You don't need to lie about it. So starting off, I'm not crazy about her. But I do like the storyline. I like that it looks like every bit of it is connected. And I thought I was going to hate the curse thing, but I think I might kind of like it. Mm-hmm. If they do it right, I think I'll like it.
Well, it's interesting. Yeah, I was worried that at least the jewel part of it, we were only going to get for one episode or something like that. And then that they were going to kind of brush it away. But I'm wondering if we really will get a good arc this season. With some of these things, because they've really dangled quite a bit.
Yeah.
More than you can wrap up in one episode.
I mean, if the ruby is breaking because of a curse, then that's crazy.
I have the ruby and the emerald, and
we need to have a theory segment because I have so many theories.
Ooh, yes. And so and so this Joy, so she comes in. And she's staying at Grey House, and she is snooping all around, and obviously trying to figure out more about She has the Merriwick kind of family tree in her notes. She's trying to figure out more about the Merricks. She's like interviewing everybody. She's super eager to help Martha to renovate and decorate this house, so yeah, she's pretty suspect, I think. I don't think that she will really be a villain. There'll probably be some family reason why she needs to be, like, do you assume that she is a Merriwick? Do you think, Amy?
I think she is, but I don't think she is in, like, the way we expect. Mm-hmm. Like, I have a feeling maybe she has something to do with those two and with the curse. Maybe we don't know the whole full story about why she actually left. Mm-hmm. I have a feeling that there might be something to do with her that's having to do with both the Davenports and the Merriwicks.
Yeah. What do you think, Georgia? Do you think she's a Merriwick, Joy?
No, I don't know. I was like, yeah, she probably is, but maybe she's related to that Spry family that the Patience ran off with and she married, and so maybe she's like some descendant of something, but maybe she's a Davenport. I don't know. She's obviously connected. I thought, she's just a Merriwick because she seems to have the same kind of powers.
Mm-hmm. That intuitive charm.
Yeah. She has that same, let's go with that, and you go, okay, you're obviously involved somehow, but I don't know how.
Yeah. So what did you think about Donovan and Abigail getting this fortune cookie? I said, your heart will break, but you just keep living day after terrible day. That's quite the message to go along with Chinese.
That was so random. Like, just fortune cookies. Like, out of anything, it could have been it was so random to me. Also, I don't know about y'all, but when I get fortune cookie, like, messages, they're, like, short and sweet. Like, they're not even fortunes anymore.
Yeah, they've stopped being fortunes, which is so lame. Mm-hmm. They're just like, calm thoughts make for a happy life or something lame like that. And they used to be like actual fortunes.
Yeah. We ironically had Panda Express the night that we watched this last night, and my fortune was like, your friends enjoy your good humor or something. I'm like, that's not a fortune.
But it's true, Amy.
Thank you.
So I guess it is.
As Abigail's biggest fan, what did you feel, Georgia?
I felt awful. I felt horrible. I was watching. I was like, no. Do not make her so sad. But I love that she is sort of like it's sort of like the thing holding it all together. It's sort of the main storyline this season, because I think it's interesting. I like that it's not just because Cassie's sort of the main character that Cassie has to be the one with the biggest storyline or something. I like that they're really using the other characters. But I thought that was extremely harsh, and I felt horrible. But I like that it means the ruby can actually break, because what breaks a ruby? Oh, a curse. And you go, really? Like, that's crazy. So the whole season, it's just going to be the ruby slowly breaking. I mean, I'm interested in how they're going to break it because I don't know. I have no idea what you're supposed to do to stop that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I was glad that it was at least a tiny bit more subtle than her literally physically not being able to say the words "I love you." Like that was not for me last year. I thought that was too like it because the magic in Good Witch has always been more subtle than that.
Yeah.
As someone literally being mute, they can't speak. That was my favorite.
Can't say the words.
So then we also have this plot of Lisa Gold being the new partner who bought out Vincent, which we're very sad about. And so she's the new partner for Stephanie. She wants to change everything. She wants to increase the prices. Because really, I mean, to be honest, $4 for a sandwich from a food truck, that's pretty cheap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, you're going to pay at least $7 here. Most like if you're getting chips and a drink, you're paying more like $12, I think. Yeah. Don't you think, Georgia?
I don't really do food trucks. I know it's so anti-California of me, but I don't know. We have a bunch of like taco trucks around here and that's about it. So I don't know about sandwiches.
Yeah, it's too but they're still trying to claim these grilled cheese sandwiches are Monte Cristos.
Even my parents noticed it this time. Last time they're like, oh, just let it go. It's just like a set dressing thing. Oh, well. But this time they're like, no, that's not even close. Like, that's like really a peanut butter and jelly. Like, I was like, so maybe they're doing it on purpose just to irritate us now. Maybe
I think so.
On purpose now. Because they heard us last year and they're like, oh, we're just going to keep messing with them.
We'd like to take a second and thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. They're the good folks over at Skylight Frames. And right now, everyone's looking for the perfect Mother's Day gift. And it can be really hard to find the perfect gift for our moms, something that will be meaningful, but there's something they don't already have. It can be very difficult. And I recently was able to get my parents a Skylight Frame, and it was such a fun gift for them because it not only looks nice and is, a thoughtful gift, but it also helps them to connect with their family members and gets to see the photos of their family with greater ease. And so it's a really nice product. It's a digital frame where people can email you their photos, so they don't even have to download them or upload them onto the frame like a traditional digital frame. They can send the photos directly to your frame, so they could be out hiking or doing some activity and just with their phones upload it right to the frame and you could see it, which is really cool. The frame sets up in under 60 seconds. It has a very easy to use touch screen that allows you to connect with your wireless network, and it's an effortless system to send the photos from your family, and it just makes things very, very easy to stay in touch. It's a black frame that looks like a real photo. You can't even tell the difference between your other photos, your framed artwork, and it has a 10-inch screen. You can swipe through photos with your finger, and it has 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you don't love Skylight, they will offer you a full refund. So now, as a special holiday offer, you can get $10 off your purchase of a Skylight Frame when you go to skylightframe.com/hallmark and enter code HALLMARK. So this is a great thing that you can get for Mother's Day for your mom. And that's $10 off your purchase of Skylight Frame. Just go to skylightframe.com/hallmark and enter code HALLMARK. That's Skylight Frame, SKYLIGHTFRAME.com/hallmark.
But what I thought was interesting is that Stephanie is irritated by this Lisa Gold, but she goes to talk to Cassie about it, and Cassie tells her that maybe doing things Lisa's way is not such a bad idea, which is sort of different, I feel like, for Cassie. Usually she's more on the Middleton person's side. And so I thought that was kind of interesting.
I thought it was more like Cassie maybe it wasn't specifically just for Lisa. I think she was trying to teach Stephanie a lesson about like maybe be a little bit more open-minded to hearing what other people have to say and other people's like input type of thing. I think it was supposed to be more of a general than Cassie specifically talking about her. I feel like it might come into play later in the season with something with Stephanie and Adam. But again, theories.
Yeah, if you listen to the interview with Kylie, she says that there's going to be a big development with Adam, and it might be something that we might not like. She's like, if you don't like,
I just got an idea,
oh, no.
and I hope it's not what I just thought it was. I'm just like, he had a wife. Oh my gosh, he's got a kid. But let's.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Can I ask, is this one, they showed the clip of the lady who was the partner this week, the Lisa Gold.
Yeah, only this
Gold.
week.
Okay, right, for 1 week. Did this happen? They showed the clip from like last season. This happened last season?
Yeah, at the very end.
It was like 5, like blink and you miss it. Like, because I forgot she even existed.
Because
she was like a blogger person, but then she ended up buying Vincent's part of the food truck or whatever.
Because I'm pretty sure I cut that from my mind. Because I'm like, that didn't happen. He could still come back. I swear I saw her and went, who the heck is she? What is she doing? Why does she have a different business partner? I thought it was Adam. I had no idea. And so I spent the whole episode being like, I guess she did. They had her in the review thing, but I do not remember that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh no.
So it turns out that Donovan's mother is also bidding on the house. And so I was kind of glad to see her back because I was annoyed last year. But I felt like they set her up to be this delicious villain. And then like they were all friends by the end of the season. I'm like, you didn't do anything with that. So maybe they're going to do something with it. Maybe.
I mean, she seems horrible.
Well, yeah, but I would like it if Martha and Dottie were a friendly rivalry rather than it being like they hate each other.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun to have them bounce off each other and, like get on each other's nerves, but not necessarily be like enemies.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and we could see that like maybe even the start of that with this. Obviously, Martha's mad that she's bidding on the house, but she's writing this. She gets Joy to help her write this interest letter, and she ends up winning the bid in the end because how could you not pick Martha? So I could see that kind of dynamic happening as sort of the next step after this. I hope so. That could be really fun. Anytime you get Martha with a rivalry, it's fun.
But they already have Abigail, who's more of like the friendly rivalry where they support each other, but they do compete for things. Mm-hmm. At least they have. So if they're just sort of making Abigail like not that character anymore, then I could see having to have somebody in there. I would rather she just stay somebody I hate because I can't stand her. She's like horrible. She messes everything up. She's trying to sabotage everybody I like. So I'm like, no, defeat her, have her be a real villain, and then sort of make her go away. That would make me happy personally.
Yeah. So they find this Great Expectations it was owned by the Merriwicks or whatever. I didn't write that down.
It was owned by the Davenport. The guy, I can't remember his name. It was in his collection of
Roderick.
Yeah, Roderick's collection.
Yeah. And so when they put that book in the right spot on the bookshelf, it opens to a secret room. And I love secret rooms. I would absolutely love someday to have a house with a secret bookcase room. Mm-hmm. That would be the best. And so I thought that was really fun. I would totally want to buy this house if I was Martha. And I mean, and it's pretty amazing that they managed to get from all the way. What do we figure? When was Roderick and Patience? When were they alive? Was that like it was the 19th century sometime, right?
I think they said early 19th century.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. So it would be, they did a pretty good job of keeping those books right there, unmoved, so that everything worked. And Great Expectations is kind of a perfect choice in a way because it's all about this boy who gets there's this sort of minx woman who kind of tricks them in the end. And you get the secret room. And I think we're going to see some more of that. I think there's going to be a lot going on with this house. Mm-hmm. And I think that Joy is sort of scheming and trying to figure out something with this house as well. So it's going to be, I'm excited about that. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. Because Joy she's found she has like a diary of some kind, right? That she finds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A book or something. I don't know. Maybe it's mini Cassie's spell book or something.
from Patience, I think. Yeah. And then Abigail says, I think your new guest is playing with us. And so, she, and Joy says, we need to drop the hammer and infuse your energy with the spirit of the house. So that's what she tells Martha.
Martha, I don't know what drop the hammer means. She was so funny. I mean, whatever you think of the stories and everything, the writing for Martha, they've just perfected it. Joy walked in, she's like, oh, there you are. Wait, why aren't you holding pizzas? And you go, it's just like, it's perfect. The way that she plays it, everything. It's just
that felt like an ad lib to me, that pizza line. That was really funny. I agree with you. She was really good. And I'm excited to see her renovating. I think that has a lot of potential to be funny.
For sure. Especially if there are other secret rooms.
Like just freaking out over a color wheel.
Yeah.
But she said that getting ahead of herself is part of her charm. You'll get used to it. And I'm like,
well, and especially if it's done in coherence with feuding with Dottie. Like all of that has huge Martha potential. Mm-hmm. I'm excited. And then you also have Nick coming back, and he's been dating a woman named Stella, a young woman, and he is trying to figure out a 3-month anniversary present. And so that's kind of along with Sam, both of them trying to figure out a present for their girls. And he says expensive doesn't always make it special, is what Sam tells Nick. But at the same time, he's trying to figure out his own gift. And also we also find out that Abigail is not interested in kissing Donovan in the house.
That was hilarious.
Weird result of this curse.
I mean, I like that better though than like her literally physically not being able to.
For sure.
That was a little much last year.
For sure. They worked on it. I think they got it down now where it's like, no, I just have no interest in you at all. And I'm like, oh, okay. This is way more fun then.
Yeah. Then we get a scene with Stephanie and Adam kissing in the restaurant. And Lisa tells Stephanie, I think I'm going to stick to writing about food and not selling it, because they're not, I guess, selling with the new prices and everything. That's when we find out about the crack in the ruby, because we have the heart of Middleton, and then we also have the emerald of Middleton, I guess. And so the ruby has cracked, and if it cracks all the way, the curse is here to stay. So yeah, I mean, they went to a lot of effort to curse future progeny. The mayor, poor Roderick, his heart was really broken.
Mm-hmm. I have a theory about the jewel stones, because there's 3 spots, right?
Yes.
And didn't Sam mention something about a diamond? What if the third one is the ring because they were engaged? It's the diamond.
Oh, the Merriwick ring?
Oh, yeah. It's the ring that he proposed with, or whatever would be the third stone. I think that'd be perfect. And then, solve the curse. Donovan proposes. Surprise! That's
I can see that. So Sam ends up deciding to give her a lantern, a paper lantern. They have a lantern flight, or whatever you call those. And that was really nice. And that was very Cassie-ish. But I still would have wanted the bracelet.
But he recreated the moment they met. That was way better. As someone who just doesn't, I don't care about jewelry really, so I'm like, that would be way better to go to that much effort. That was cute.
Yeah. And they did have some nice, I thought, music in this episode with every little thing she does is magic in acapella. That was fun. That was very good witchy in. And so he nails it in the present in the end. I guess he returns the bracelet.
Maybe he gave it to Nick.
Yeah, maybe he did for his 3 month.
A little much for a 3-month anniversary.
Yeah,
He was looking at fine jewelry. I don't know what these 18-year-olds are doing these days.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
So.
I mean, I've never been engaged like that or whatever. He's not engaged, but whatever. So I don't know what the 3-month gift is expected.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
A gift for 3 months. That's a lot. Okay.
Yeah, I would think so.
When he told like the story about the board games and like, I'm like, oh, it'd be cute if you got her like a little, because he said something about the Eiffel Tower. I'm like, oh, get her one of those little Eiffel Tower things that she can put rings on or something. And that would be such a cute little personal, like, connecting to when they met and everything. And probably would appreciate it more because it'd be a little awkward to get something really expensive when you've only been dating for 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
My goodness. Kids.
Yeah, I mean, I did ask Stephanie. I did ask Kylie if Nick wasn't going to be on the season much, and she said yes, his part is limited.
Well, when he walked in, he shook hands with Sam, his dad. Why did he have to shake his hand? Like, they made it weird. So
yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Maybe things are awkward.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see once he's gone, and it'll be interesting to see how Joy changes as a character, whether she's a true villain or whether she's, you know, a more of a positive character. We don't really know, but I don't know. I felt like the actress was pretty cute. I was pretty happy with her addition into the lineup, I guess.
She had cute clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
I think it's going to be
part.
fun. And overall, I enjoyed the premiere. I will always be happy to see more Good Witch.
Yep.
And I thought that they handled the curse thing, like I said, better than last year. As far as her not being able to talk was too much for me. So it'll be curious to see where they go from here. Do you have any predictions of what you think is going to be coming up, Amy?
Well, other than I think the whole diamond with the ring thing, but
yeah.
Also I did look up what can break a ruby, and the only thing that can break or scratch or cut a ruby is a diamond.
Oh,
so
I think that you're right then.
Yeah,
that's good, Amy. That's good.
I was like, dude, on my phone, like, scientist Amy, real quick. Like, what? I'm like, oh, glass and blah, blah, or whatever. I'm like looking up jewel gemstones. But yeah.
Well, but I also think they're gonna find stuff in this secret room. Yeah. In this house, there's going to be a lot of stuff. There's a reason why she's snooping around, obviously, and so that's going to be fun to kind of see. Yeah. And yeah, so I think we basically covered everything. If you're listening, let us know what you thought of the premiere. Did you like it? Not like it? Let us know. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And we will be back next week to talk about the next episode of Good Witch. And make sure you listen to that interview with Kylie. It was really fun. And so, Georgia, where can people find you?
I am on Twitter at Georgia Speech. But I also want to say one last thing. I do miss the old opening. I sort of, the new little thing.
Yes.
I miss it. I miss the little candle being blown out, and I miss the music. And it was I used to just, it's so comforting. I love that part. And the fact that they changed it, I sat there and went, what? Because I didn't know they were going to do it.
It's just a picture.
That's a good point. I didn't even notice that, but you're right.
So it was just a picture with the grass and the snow globe. What does the snow globe have to do with anything?
Looks like Amy felt strongly about that also.
I forgot, but I agree. I was like, what is that? That's not right.
It's so weird. I know that Bailey Madison's not on there anymore. So, okay, you're not going to have the main three, but I'm like, how just those two then? Have Catherine Bell, James Denton, and then do the little candle. Because there was different music and everything.
They could have added someone else in there. They could have put Martha in there or Abigail or someone else. They could have just stuck a third person in there.
Different person every episode would be fine. Yeah, have at it.
Exactly.
So we miss it. Sorry.
No, good. So, Georgia, where can people find you?
I'm on Twitter at Georgia Speech.
Great. And Amy, what about you?
You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at It's Amy Craig.
Great. And you can find me at Rachel's Reviews, all of our social media, iTunes, YouTube, and on Rotten Tomatoes. So check that out. And we're going to have lots of good content. We've got like all of us creating content for the podcast. So it's really exciting. We have more Good Witch stuff coming up. And so it's just a really fun time to be a Hallmark fan. And so please leave, if you're listening on iTunes, please leave us your ratings and reviews. And if you're watching on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that so much too. And we really appreciate your comments and feedback. We're always trying to improve and be better. And so thanks so much, everybody. And we'll talk to you next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.